So it seems like everybody is tired of their 9 to 5 right now. They're being overworked, underpaid, squeezed by inflation, squeezed by all the taxes, squeezed by everything imaginable with the cost of everything, the stress of dealing with companies that don't want to pay you for what you're worth, and people are just to their wits' end at this point.
I am so tired of living my life in survival mode because despite having 2 college degrees and making close to $80,000 a year, I still cannot keep up with the cost of living. I still cannot afford all of my bills every month and have to live paycheck to paycheck. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I am sacrificing my mental health, my time, and my energy to take care of people in their most vulnerable moments, and a lot of the time they do not make it. At the very least, I should be able to pay my bills. And for anyone who's thinking, oh, well, you shouldn't have chose that job, somebody has to do it. And you know damn well, if your loved one was critically ill, you would want somebody to take care of them, right? Something has to give. I cannot keep doing this.
So listen, I want you to know that we are being lied to about the U.S. economy.
Well, I think the U.S. is already on a path to recession. A lot of the insulation that protected the economy back in 2022 and 2023 has disappeared.
So can you identify with these people? Do you have a similar story about you, your work, your coworkers, your bosses, and how that has affected either your mental health, affected you as a person, or are you kind of like myself where you like, you know what? I need to do something different because this 9 to 5 thing, this whole working for corporate America thing, something's wrong with this equation and it just doesn't work.
Many people believe that the rat race is the 9 to 5, but in reality, it's being one emergency away from going broke. In your pursuit, you increased your lifestyle. You bought the new house, the new car, the new clothes, and suddenly your job, which was once a means to an end, is now a lifeline that's keeping you to afford your lifestyle.
The average retirement age is 62. The average life expectancy is 78.6. Work 45 years to enjoy life for a decade and a half? No fucking thanks. I'm sure you've realized by now that the 9 to 5 is one of the most elaborate scams ever created. People in power really convinced an entire population that it would be a good idea to give up nearly their entire lives just so they could have a few glorious years of freedom. Years in which they are old and decrepit. Years in which they are incontinent. Years in which they have no energy. Years they really can't even enjoy in the first place. Now, if this concept here infuriates you, good, you're on the right channel. You're following the right accounts. Your mind is in the right place, but it's time to take it a step further. Complaining about this, whining about this will change nothing. Your life will stay exactly the same. What you need to do is start moving in a different direction. That direction looks like the following. First, understand you're going to be in this system for a little bit. You're not going to break out of this 9 to 5 trap overnight. You're going to need to put in quite a bit of work, and you're going to need to be diligent in your decision making. You're going to have to cut out the partying. You're going to have to cut out the bullshit expenses. You're going to have to start taking every bit of your money that you make and investing it into yourself, into businesses that create more capital, into options for yourself globally, into your intelligence so that you can create more money, and into your network so that you can get insider information to make more money. It's going to be a long and tedious process, but if you start now, you give yourself a shot of breaking free. Not all of you are going to do it. In fact, most people won't. Almost all people won't. Your life will be significantly better if you at least try.
At this point, so I gotta either try entrepreneurship, get this YouTube thing going, or something else. Are you in that same kind of position? You let me know. Put your comments below. Let's talk about it. This is Marcus Reacts. Talk to you soon.